Nestled at the confluence of the Nemunas and Neris rivers, Kaunas, my dear reader, is a city steeped in history. It's a city that wears its past with a quiet dignity, its cobbled streets and ancient buildings whispering tales of bygone eras. But Kaunas, you see, is not a city content to rest on its laurels. Oh no, for beneath its historical veneer beats the heart of a modernist pioneer. Imagine, if you will, the palpable sense of optimism that permeated the air. Lithuania, having regained its independence after centuries of foreign rule, was brimming with hope and ambition. And what better way to express this newfound confidence than through architecture? Modernism, with its clean lines, functional designs, and rejection of ornamentation, perfectly captured the zeitgeist of the era. Now, some might wonder, how could a temporary capital generate such architectural energy? How could a city, not originally intended to be the heart of a nation, rise to such prominence and leave an indelible mark on the landscape of Lithuania? The answer, my friend, lies in the very heart of the Lithuanian spirit. It is a spirit that is unyielding, a spirit that finds strength in adversity and beauty in resilience. This spirit is woven into the very fabric of our culture and history. You see, we Lithuanians are a resilient lot. Our history is filled with challenges and triumphs, with moments of despair and incredible perseverance. From the ancient times to the modern era, we have always found a way to rise above our circumstances. We don't simply weather storms. We emerge from them stronger, more determined. Each challenge we face only serves to strengthen our resolve and fuel our creativity. This is evident in the way Kaunas transformed during its time as the temporary capital. The loss of Vilnius, our cherished capital, was a blow, to be sure. It was a moment of great sorrow and uncertainty. But it was also a turning point, a moment that called for resilience and innovation. But it also ignited a fire in our belly, a fierce determination to prove ourselves on the world stage. The people of Kaunas took this challenge to heart, and the city became a canvas for architectural innovation and cultural expression. The modernist buildings that rose during this period are a testament to our enduring spirit and our ability to turn adversity into opportunity. They stand as symbols of our resilience, creativity, and unwavering determination to build a brighter future for Lithuania. This period wasn't just about bricks and mortar, my friend. It was about building a nation, about forging a new identity for a newly independent Lithuania. And what better way to express this than through architecture, the art form that shapes the very spaces we inhabit? Modernism, with its emphasis on functionality, simplicity, and a rejection of the ornate excesses of the past, resonated perfectly with the spirit of the times. Section 3. Building a nation, brick by brick. And build they did. Across Kaunas, new buildings began to rise, each one a testament to the optimism and ambition of the age. Government buildings, schools, hospitals, private residences, all bore the hallmarks of the modernist aesthetic. The central post office, with its sleek, streamlined facade and nautical references, became a symbol of Lithuania's connection to the wider world. Now, let's take a stroll, shall we, through the streets of Kaunas, a city that beautifully marries the old with the new. As we walk, you'll notice how the past and present coexist in harmony, creating a unique urban tapestry. And admire some of these architectural gems. These buildings are not just structures, they are the soul of the city, each with its own character and charm. Each building, my friend, tells a story, a narrative that spans decades, if not centuries. The walls whisper tales of the people who lived, worked, and dreamed within them. a testament to the spirit of those heady interwar years. This period was a time of great innovation and creativity, and the architecture reflects that bold spirit. The designs were forward-thinking, yet they respected the traditions of the past. Take, for instance, the Central Post Office, a building that stands as a monument to the city's resilience and ambition. It's more than just a place to send and receive mail. It's a symbol of communication and connection. A grand dame standing proudly on Laisvės alėja, Kaunas's main artery. This bustling boulevard is the lifeline of the city, where people from all walks of life come together. Designed by the talented architect Feliksas Vizbaras, whose vision and creativity have left an indelible mark on the city's skyline. His work is a blend of functionality and artistry. This building is a symphony in concrete and glass, a perfect example of modernist architecture. The use of these materials was revolutionary at the time and continues to inspire architects today. Its curved facade, a nod to the sleek ocean liners of the day. This design choice was not just about aesthetics. It was about capturing the spirit of an era defined by progress and exploration. The building's lines and curves evoke a sense of movement and dynamism, much like the ships that inspired them. As we continue our journey through Kaunas, take a moment to look around and appreciate the city's skyline. Each building, each street, is a piece of a larger puzzle that tells the story of Kaunas's evolution over the years. The people of Kaunas are the heartbeat of this city. Their daily lives, their stories, and their dreams are interwoven with the very fabric of these streets and buildings. It's a living, breathing city that continues to grow and change. The cultural events and festivals held here are a testament to the city's vibrant community spirit. These gatherings bring people together, celebrating the rich heritage and dynamic future of Kaunas. Don't forget to visit the museums and art galleries, where you can delve deeper into the history and culture of Kaunas. These institutions preserve the past while inspiring future generations. And finally, take a moment to relax in one of Kaunas's many parks and green spaces. These areas offer a peaceful retreat from the hustle and bustle of city life, a place to reflect on the journey we've taken through this remarkable city. As the sun sets over Kaunas, casting a golden glow over the city, we are reminded of the timeless beauty and enduring spirit of this place. Kaunas is not just a city, it's a living testament to the power of progress and the resilience of its people. Imagine, if you will, the year is 1932. Lithuania, a fledgling nation, is eager to connect with the world. What better symbol of this ambition than a state-of-the-art post office, a hub for communication and exchange? Now, let us shift our gaze to another architectural marvel, the Vytautas Magnus University. Founded in 1922, the university quickly became a symbol of Lithuania's intellectual rebirth. Architects Mykolas Songaila and Vladimir Dubenekis were tasked with creating a campus that would reflect the university's status as a beacon of learning and research. Behind every great building, my friend, stands a visionary architect. And Kaunas, during its interwar heyday, was fortunate to have a constellation of talented architects who shaped its urban landscape. There was Vytautas Landsbergis Žemkalnis, a towering figure in Lithuanian architecture, whose works blended modernist principles with traditional Lithuanian motifs. Now, you might ask, what exactly made Kaunas's modernism so optimistic? What was it about this architectural movement that brought such a sense of hope and progress to the people of Kaunas? Well, it's more than just the buildings themselves. It's the very principles they embody. Modernism in Kaunas wasn't just an architectural style, it was a philosophy, a way of thinking about how buildings could serve the people who used them. You see, modernism, at its core, is a celebration of functionality. It's about creating spaces that are not only beautiful, but also incredibly practical. The architects of Kaunas believed that buildings should be designed with the needs of their inhabitants in mind. It's about stripping away the unnecessary, the ornamental flourishes of the past, and focusing on what truly matters, creating spaces that are efficient, practical, and designed to improve people's lives. This meant using clean lines, open spaces, and simple forms to create environments that were both functional and aesthetically pleasing. And what better way to uplift the human spirit than by flooding these spaces with light? Light was a crucial element in modernist design. Large windows, open floor plans, and the strategic use of natural light were all employed to create bright, airy spaces that felt open and inviting. This emphasis on light not only made the buildings more pleasant to be in, but also symbolized the transparency and openness that were central to the modernist ethos. The modernist buildings of Kaunas were designed to be more than just structures. They were meant to be lived in, enjoyed, and experienced. They were spaces where people could come together, where communities could thrive, and where the everyday act of living was elevated by thoughtful, human-centered design. This is what made Kaunas's modernism so optimistic. It was a vision of a better, brighter future, built on the principles of functionality and light. Section 2. Concrete Dreams. Embracing New Materials. Optimism, my friend, is also about embracing the new, the untried, and pushing the boundaries of what's possible. And in the realm of architecture, this meant experimenting with new materials, particularly reinforced concrete. Section 3. Beyond the Facade. Modernity in everyday life. Now, modernism wasn't just about grand public buildings. It seeped into every aspect of life in Kaunas. It was an all-encompassing movement that touched the lives of ordinary citizens, transforming the way they lived, worked, and interacted with their city. Imagine, if you will, stepping into a modernist apartment in Kaunas during the interwar years. Section 4. A City Gazing Forward. The Promise of Tomorrow. The story of Kaunas's modernist architecture is, ultimately, a story of hope and optimism, a testament to the indomitable spirit of a nation reborn. These buildings, with their clean lines, functional designs, and embrace of new materials, weren't just structures. They were symbols of a brighter future, a future where progress, innovation, and social equality would prevail. Now, my dear reader, as we delve deeper into Kaunas's modernist marvel, it's worth noting that this architectural symphony wasn't played in isolation. Oh no, it was part of a much larger movement, a global chorus of creativity that reverberated across continents. While Kaunas's modernism shared a common language with its global counterparts, the language of functionality, simplicity, and innovation, it also spoke with a distinctly Lithuanian accent. This local flavor, my friend, is what truly sets Kaunas's architecture apart. You see, my friend, comparing architectural movements across different countries is like comparing apples and oranges. They may share some similarities, their roundness, their juiciness, but their flavor, their essence, is entirely unique. The same holds true for Kaunas's modernism. Today, as we gaze upon the modernist cityscape of Kaunas, we're not merely admiring architectural relics of a bygone era. No, my friend, we're witnessing the enduring legacy of a nation's dreams, aspirations, and unwavering belief in a brighter tomorrow. These buildings, These concrete poems, etched against the sky, stand as proud testaments to the spirit of interwar Kaunas, a spirit of innovation, resilience, and a deep-seated optimism that permeated every aspect of life.